My name is Colleen, and this is my kitchen. I've struggled with my weight my entire life. After trying every diet in the book without any success, I came to the realization that diets don't work. I started my journey at a size 26W, weighing just over 300 pounds. In almost a year and a half, I've lost over 120 pounds, and I am a size 14. No W. What's my secret? Eating healthy and moving more. Now I'm here to show you how you can cook healthy food without compromising on taste and lose weight just like I have. Because if I can do it, you can too.
Hello and welcome back to my kitchen. Tonight we're going to be making some really simple comfort food. Nothing gourmet about this, just delicious and good for you. We're going to be making a dirty Chipotle rice and beans. And rice and beans is a great staple of everyday life. When I was in high school, I had the good fortune to be an exchange student to Brazil for 6 months. And down there, they have rice and beans literally every day with their big meal, which is at lunchtime. But today we're going to be spicing it up a little bit with some dirty rice that incorporates the smoky, spicy Chipotle pepper, and then some beans that are packed with some vegetables, good for you vegetables, and makes it a really good for you dish. So we're going to start with the beans because we want those to simmer for a while and really infuse all of those flavors. And I have my pan heating over medium and just with some non-stick olive oil cooking spray in it. And to that, I'm going to add 1 onion. And what I'm going to do is just dice up this onion here. Just like that, go ahead and add it to my pan. And then next up, I have a poblano chili pepper. And you could roast these. I like to just chop them up and add them right to that onion. The first thing that I'm going to do is take these seeds out. Now the poblano is not spicy at all. It's really a very mild pepper. And you'll see that I'm going to keep the beans very mild in flavor because I'm going to have a lot of heat in the rice from those Chipotle peppers. So once you have that pepper seeded, just go ahead and dice it up. And add that right to your pan. Next up, I have a red Italian sweet pepper, and this isn't going to add any sort of spice. It's a mild sweet pepper, but it does add a really nice burst of color and flavor to the dish. And I heard a study that says that peppers are actually really good for your metabolism, so this dish is a great way to get your metabolism humming. So same thing, once I have that pepper seeded up, I'm just going to dice it up, and then we'll add it right to the pan. And now, let's go ahead and add a clove of garlic, and I'm going to press it in. If you don't have a garlic press, you should get one. But you can also just peel it and mince it in here. I really like the garlic press because it gives you all those nice oils that otherwise get lost on your cutting board when you're mincing it. Okay, so we're going to give that a stir and let that cook up for about 5 minutes until my onions are transparent. I am going to start adding a little bit of flavor into there with a little bit of coarse sea salt, just a pinch, about 1/8 of a teaspoon. My onions are nice and transparent, so now I'm going to add 1 can of no salt added diced tomatoes. The watch the sodium, and I found that the dried beans are much, much lower in sodium than the canned beans. So I have 1 cup of dried black beans that I put into 4 cups of water, brought it to a boil, and then simmered it for an hour, and then just drained and rinsed it. And that gives me about roughly 3 cups of black beans. So this is a great way. It takes a little bit longer to prepare, but you could prepare them the night before and have them all ready to whip up. So by doing that, I control my salt intake, and I can add a little bit more salt to it if I want to taste without having to worry about having a dish that's too high in sodium. For just a finishing touch, I have some cumin here, and I am going to add 1 teaspoon of cumin. And now what I'm going to do is reduce my pan to a simmer, and I'm going to go ahead and cover it and let it simmer for about 20 minutes or so, 20 to 30 minutes until my rice is done. And that way these flavors are going to be all nice and blended up. So now that our beans are going, let's get our rice going. And in this pan I have 2 cups of plain water, and to that I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of olive oil. And the olive oil is absolutely essential. It just helps add a little bit of flavor and a little bit of softness to the dish. Without it, it wasn't very good. Take my word on that. So what I'm going to do is bring this water and oil to a boil here. While it's boiling, I have 2 chipotle peppers in adobo sauce that I'm going to chop up. And I'm just going to mince this up really fine. And then I'm going to add that right to that water. Just like that. Now as soon as this comes to a boil, I have 1 cup of a quick cooking brown rice, and I highly recommend, if you're trying to live a healthy lifestyle, using brown rice instead of white. I have a quick cooking one. It cooks in 15 minutes. So it makes it really, really easy, and it gives you more whole grains, which actually boost your metabolism because your body has to take more time breaking those grains down and processing them. So it really has to fire up to digest these. So much better for you than a refined white rice. As soon as this comes to a boil, I'm going to add my rice, cover it, cook it for 15 minutes until the water is evaporated and the rice is all nice and fluffy. So our chipotle rice, dirty chipotle rice, has finished cooking up here. Let's go ahead and serve this up. And I start with just a scoop of the rice, and you can see the nice little flecks from the chipotle pepper in there. And then on top of that, I'm going to put our lovely beans, which have those nice red tomatoes and peppers. And I like to finish this off with a dollop of light sour cream, just like that, and then a sprinkling of freshly chopped cilantro. How pretty is that? I'm going to go sit down and enjoy my meal. I hope that you'll give this a try. Let me know what you think, and I will see you next time in my kitchen.